Right, right. We live, we live. Let me see if I can share, bro.
Okay.
I'm doing this on my phone today because I'm still out and about.
Oh, okay.
So let's see if I can share. We can talk about it while I'm doing this.
Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of interesting. I think he kind of made a mistake on there because he's saying that we're in the fifth root race, but we're on the fourth globe, and each globe represents a root race. So it's kind of hard for me to understand how we could be the fifth root race when we're on the fourth globe, which is the Earth. But this current civilization is the fifth sub race, and this is our fourth time around, and there we go around 7 times. So there's going to be um, 3 more times around after this, and then we would have completed 7 rounds, and that would have complete our entire evolutionary path. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. So, and so right now we're in the fifth sub race, overlapping into the sixth sub race. What I believe is the fourth root race and not the fifth root race. I believe we're the fourth root race because we're on the fourth globe.
Right. Yeah, I'm still figuring this out, bro. So,
Hmm?
still figuring this out. So I'm on my this example of
Did you find the link?
hello.
You find the Yeah, you find the link.
Uh, First I gotta be able to share it first. So I'm trying
Oh,
to
you got
figure
to be
out.
able to. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're on your phone.
yeah. So I don't know if I can share on my phone.
Oh man, that sucks. Damn, what was the trip? I was out bike riding last night at the beach.
Right. Did you what bike riding?
Yeah, from Santa Monica to Redondo and back, and them tides was hitting them waves was hitting the shore pretty hard last night.
Mm.
So yeah, I can imagine what it's probably like out there right now, especially after seeing what happening in Peru. But in the that island, Tonga, or whatever the name it is, um, they got messed up pretty bad over there. That was like a mini Indonesia, 2004 tsunami.
Right.
Yeah. So, like, from what we were saying from previous podcasts, that the Earth is rocking humanity. Humanity is getting rocked on planet Earth right now, big time.
No doubt.
And I think they can call it global warming, whatever they want to call it. I think they better pay more. I think it's more spiritual than that, and they better really wake up and smell the coffee and really see what's going on here. It's more to it than what they think it is.
Oh, they're oblivious, bro. They're totally oblivious.
Yeah, they're going by the science that the fake science that they gave us, while they're into all of that real high advanced shit, that quantum
Right.
shit.
They be having secret conferences where they discuss the stuff that we talk about.
Yeah.
But in the public, when the public, they're going to give you a three-dimensional orientation.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
That's
But and then
unfortunate.
and then and then shun us and call us pseudoscientists because we're not a part of their professional society.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because we're functioning outside of that
Right.
continuum.
Right.
Yeah. So we're like their competition.
Yeah,
Well, I don't really consider
yeah,
myself their competition.
they're not no competition, man. Come on now.
They're not. They're just. They're just.
They just trying to think they can box with God, man. That's the problem. They think they can box with God and they can't.
Well, they sure try.
Yeah, they try.
Yeah, they sure try. They
right.
Yeah, they can rival the gods a little bit. They try to rival the gods a little bit but there are things out there that's way beyond the gods, the elder gods, the Necronomicons,
right.
higher order of beings.
Yeah.
Yeah, where just their presence alone will make you go insane.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The primordial gods.
Yep.
Yeah, the primordial gods. Yeah. They frighten the modern gods. They frighten.
Yeah. Yeah, they frighten the modern gods. Yeah.
Right, because it's just like in the Titan movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Crockett. The Crockett is reminiscent of an old god. The Crockett.
The Kraken.
The Kraken, yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the second one where Kronos, where they went to war against Kronos?
You talking about Titan?
Yeah. Uh-huh. They did a second one.
No,
yeah, Zeus. Yeah, Zeus ended up dying.
Was it a modern day version of it?
Yeah, it came out after the first one.
Oh, that's so yeah. Because the first one came out like in the 80s, didn't it?
No, the first one came out in the 2000s.
The Clash of the Titans? No, you talking about the new version one.
Yeah, the new version.
The old one. I'm talking about the old one that came out like in the 80s. Came out in the 80s.
Okay. Yeah. I'm talking about the one with the homeboy that played in Avatar.
Yeah, I remember they did come up with a recent one too, Clash of the Titans.
Yeah,
I think it came out like in 2005, 2000, something like that.
Yeah, and they did a second one. And they did a second one where Kronos woke up and went to war against the gods and kicked their ass.
Right. And, yeah, Kronos will be another example of a representation of an old god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he kicked Zeus' ass. Zeus fucking died, turned into a statue.
Right.
Took all his energy. Yeah, fucking Kronos was like a big giant fucking mountain of fucking lava. A fucking lava walking at your ass, man. Just fucking shooting lava balls at you.
Well, I gotta pick that one out. That one out.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so speaking of lava balls, man, this planet is getting rocked. I think 2022 is going to be something like 2020. Remember how 2020 started out? It started out just one month after another, something crazy.
Yeah.
Until it just built up and exploded.
Yeah. Yeah, 2020 was a hell of a year because it was a key year in the spiritual cycle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Key year in the spiritual cycle.
It was an awakening period where people start seeing shit for what it really is.
I think if people made a choice in 2020 is if they want to continue to be in the delusional world, or you want to perpetuate this new vibration that's coming in.
Yeah.
A lot of people chose to fall into cardinal thinking and this whole delusion.
Well, yeah,
You can see it.
a lot of people are being hoarded in that direction, like cattle.
Yeah, that is a better word.
Yeah, there's a lot of you got a lot of fucking false shepherds out there hoarding cattle straight to a fucking slaughterhouse, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They're trying to inject all of humanity into this control grid, man. I mean, it's not like they're not already in one, but they're trying to secure the control grid. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to put them in another trap.
They're trying to they're trying to construct. They're trying to construct within the construct.
Yeah.
They're trying. They're trying to redo the Matrix over again in this thing, the multiverse. You know, hey, I'm gonna put it out there. Zuckerberg, he's the demiurge.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a demiurge.
Yeah. And he would probably take that as a compliment.
Right. But that's basically their mission, is to be looked at as some type of god.
Yep. Yeah, the craftsman. He's trying to craft a new universe, a new reality.
Right.
Within this prison construct that we're already in. Again, you're caught deeper and deeper and deeper into the Matrix. Damn. Fuck getting out of the Matrix? Nah, they figure out a way to get you stuck deeper into the
power and right.
Sunken place.
Yeah, sunken place.
Mm-hmm. An abyss.
Yeah, well, shit, an abyss below the abyss.
Wow.
Well, creation is below the abyss. Yeah, you have the great abyss, and then under the great abyss, you have creation.
Wow.
Yeah, you want to get to the abyss to get the fuck out of creation.
Right. So I thought the abyss was forever falling into a bottomless pit.
Well, the bottomless pit, the bottomless pit could represent a lot of things.
Yeah.
And one thing it would definitely represent is the unknown.
Never thought about it like that. It could represent that.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you get a chance to check out those two videos I sent you?
Yeah, I can't share them though.
You can't. Yeah, I know you can't share them, but did you check them out yet?
Yeah. You talking about the one where the brother was speaking about Lebowski?
Yeah. The spoiler for those two books.
Right.
Yeah, you're going in and out.
Yeah, I got a bad signal over here. It's over here.
Yeah.
I got a bad signal over here.
Yeah, you traveling,
I'm over
right?
I'm over here by Staples Center. So every time I get right here, I get a bad signal.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh shit, you're over there by the Grove, huh?
Right.
Okay.
It's looking like Vegas over here now. Have you been over here recently? Have you been over here recently?
Have I been over there recently?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, I go over there all the time. I shop at that Whole Foods out there on Grand and 9th.
Oh yeah, that's my Whole Foods too.
Yeah.
Approaching Figueroa and 12.
I didn't know you. So you that close? You that close over here?
Expo line.
Huh?
I said, so you that close over here?
Yeah. On 9th and Grand.
Oh,
You gotta
I
go
live
check
on
it
Grand
out.
too. Shit.
You live on Grand?
Yeah.
Oh shit! So you down the street from it? It's up the street from you.
I'm on 39th and Grand though.
You're on what in Grand? 10th?
39th.
Oh, 39th and Grand. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you 30 blocks below it.
Right.
Yeah, I go there all the time.
Did you notice how the streets are set up? Jefferson Street is basically 33rd Street.
Oh, it's 33rd. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And if I think it's 33rd Street, but then 33rd Place is where the Theosophical Center is.
Oh, okay. Don't 22nd Street turns into LA Street?
22nd Street? I'm not sure.
Yeah, one of those streets, as you keep going east, it hits a dead end and it turns into LA Street. Or it turns like an L.
Right. It's definitely set up masonically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all cities are built on like a Masonic grid.
Right. They only are trying to follow the ley lines, the energy grid, the organic energy grids that they try to harness.
Stop request.
You know, they call it in
all passengers must wear a face mask to ride Metro. Please keep a physical distance when possible.
But
where in the Eastern world they call it feng shui. You hear me?
you and them.
Approaching
Yeah, I'm on the boat.
Figueroa and Pico. Connection to Neutral Bay and Expo line.
Don't pay attention to that, but yeah, it's called feng shui in the Eastern world.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, to me, it's like they know they understand this ancient science and all the same thing that our ancestors knew. The only difference between them and our ancestors is that our ancestors, like you said, used that energy to expand humanity, to expand the consciousness of humanity by opening up the mystery schools. You had regular 7 liberal arts, and then after that, you had the mystery schools. So It was about using the energy to expand the consciousness of humanity. But the people that are in power now, they're using that energy to enslave humanity and to profit off of you, use humanity as a fucking ATM machine.
Yeah, exploiting.
Yeah, they're exploiting humanity. Yeah. They're using humanity's energy to just fucking. I mean, it's too bad you can't share it because now I wanted to do that video with Pablo on the root races. He was breaking the shit down, but I think he made a mistake. I don't understand how we can be on the 4th spear and each spear represent a root race, and they're saying we're the 5th root race. I don't get it. I know we're the 5th sub race, but I don't think we're the 5th root race and the 5th sub race at the same time at this period. I believe we're the 4th root race, and this is the 4th sub race of the 4th root race.
Or maybe it could be the fact that zero represents a space and time or whatever. And it's actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
Yeah, zero. We came from the 0 point. We're going back to the 0 point.
so, but that kind of basically
Approaching.
Okay, so if you want to say, but then again, 0 is not a root race. 0 is
I didn't say it was a root race. I'm just saying it's counting.
It's an evolution. Well, root race represent a period of evolution.
Right. I mean, I'm saying that the zero is not a value, but it takes up a space in the equation. It takes up you have to consider it in the equation.
Okay. Yeah, you have to consider it, but from there you start the count. From 0, you can begin 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Yeah,
but it's like, but this is how I'm looking at it as like, whatever age you are right now, you actually the age of the year, the next year. Like I'm 47, right? I'm actually 48. Right? Because I'm actually 48 because this year I will be 48. You get what I'm saying?
Oh no! All I could hear was Expo line.
Right. No, I'm saying because of how I was thinking about how, you know what I'm saying, I'm 47 right now, but I'm actually 48 because I turned 48 this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I was considering that and the fact that, okay, they're saying we actually are the 4th root race, but that actually means the 5th.
We're 4th root race and the 5th sub race. 5th sub race within the 4th root race. So this is the 5th evolution. This is the 5th cycle of evolution, or the 5th civilization on planet Earth, on the physical Earth. Atlantis was the last one. Okay, he did explain that Atlantis was the 4th sub race before us, and
so we the 4th root race.
We're the 4th root race, but our current civilization is the 5th sub race of the 4th root race. Atlantis was the 4th sub race of the 4th root race. Okay, and then the other 3 root races before Atlantis were also they were 3rd. We're 5th, they're 4th. Okay, the other 3 root races or sub races before Atlantis were spiritual. They weren't all physical. They were in the more subtle planes. And so when you come to like the 4th, 5th, and 6th, like coming in Atlantis, they coming out of the spirit into the physical was just too much for them to take, and they had to be destroyed because they were headed towards absolute evil.
Yeah, I heard, wasn't it that it was literally destroyed by an atomic bomb, right?
I don't know. Everything it was a shift. I mean, there could have been a nuclear attack within the process. That may have been one of the things that happened. I think a lot of things that happened.
Yeah, I think I heard that it was destroyed by this high level weaponry. that was something similar to a nuclear bomb.
Okay, well, maybe what happened then could be happening now if we're at that stage. I don't know.
Well, we're creating the technology that can literally destroy all of humanity.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be here for a long time before the Earth is completely dissolved.
So the end is what now? Probably about 100 years in the process.
Huh?
So the end.
Oh, the end? Yeah, man. Okay. When you say end, what do you mean? End of a particular cycle? Because you got to be real specific when you say the end. Yeah.
I mean the end of this particular vibratory state.
Well, I don't know. I mean, shit, it can end anytime. But as a whole, you know, assuming this was to end today or tomorrow, then there would be something left over from it. And that would start the next civilization, and it would go on just like the ones before us. You there? You there? Well, smoke break. Smoke them if you got them. And I don't mean cigarettes. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I mean, certain areas I be getting a bad signal, so I'm still walking. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you.
But like I was saying,
yeah.
I was saying how they're saying the end is the vibratory rate will change, right? And some people will still be orientated to three-dimensional and this three-dimensional orientation and still vibrating on such a low level that they're not going to be able to experience this higher vibration that we're entering into.
Well, you know, that could be the case, or this shit could be so low.
I feel that's what's going on, because at the end of the day, that's what kind of, you know what I'm saying, separates me from a lot of my peers. Like, they're really not vibrating on the same level. You feel me? I'm and put it like this, with this, especially with this Moorish movement, right? We got some more who are still vibrating on the level of their misinterpretations of Noble Drew Ali's teachings and everything, right? But then you have some who have figured out deeper insights.
Yeah, they transcended it. Yeah, they transcended it.
So right now, I'm basically going through a transition where I'm not relating to those Moors anymore, because they haven't evolved.
Yeah,
they haven't went to the next level of this stuff. So it's like, I can see that we're growing apart.
Well, you see, because they're not into Moorish science. You know what Moorish science is, right?
I mean, there's different perspectives on what Moorish
all the
science
shit
is.
all the shit that was brought up into Europe was Moorish science. But during the 700 years,
no, I agree. I definitely.
Moorish science is the
agree.
study of the Hermetics, Gnosticism, Kabbalah, Enochian magic, all that shit.
Right.
It's
Right.
not just
Astrology.
only Islam.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's
They,
astrology.
yeah,
It's all. It's alchemy. It's all these
alchemy
different.
is all those things. All
Yeah,
that shit is more science.
no doubt. I agree. I
Yeah,
definitely agree.
the Moors brought all the sciences up to Europe, not just Islam. Shit, everybody got Islam. I
Right.
self Lord and Master. Shit,
Right. But that's the
everybody got a
perspective.
version of fucking Islam.
Well, that's exactly what the true Islam is the mastery of self.
Yeah, I self Lord and Master
Right.
means, yeah, so that means I study all knowledge. I'm master because I study all.
Not only do I study all knowledge, I apply it.
I study, I apply, I understand, apply all that shit.
It's similar to how this is another divide is how some people are speculative with the science, and some people are operative with the science. Right? Speculative people, they're just theorizing on the science. They just spend all day theorizing.
Okay.
Operatives, the people who apply the science, they're actually applying the science.
Yes.
I'm speculative too sometimes. So
okay, you break in. You just said you was just hitting on something real important, but you broke up.
Okay, so I was just making the distinction between speculative, you know what I'm saying? Speculative
and theorizing. And the theorizing.
And operative.
Operative.
No.
Okay.
The theorizer is a speculative, right? So it's speculative and operative.
Operative. Okay.
Right. So speculative means they're theorizing over it all day. They're really not applying it. Operative is they actually applying the science.
Okay. Well, in a sense of speculating. Applying.
Right.
Yeah, anytime when you apply something and you don't know exactly what the result might be, you're speculating.
Yeah. But that's the part of what it takes is to actually acquire that wisdom that you gotta experiment.
Yeah, well, that's okay, yeah, because
and that's the key objective of a scientist is to experiment to see what works, what doesn't work. If you speculative all the time, you ain't gonna never figure nothing out.
No, exactly. You gotta apply. You have to apply the scientific principles,
right,
in some kind of way or another, in some kind of way or form. You have to apply those principles. And I learned that from reading Think and Grow Rich by applying all of those principles at a younger age. And right. I learned both sides.
That's on Hermeticism too. That's only Hermeticism too, though.
Yeah, and I learned both sides of those principles. I learned what happens when you do it right, and I learned what happens when you do it wrong.
I mean, that's the only way you're going to figure it out.
Yeah, being in compliance and being in violation.
Right.
You ever read the 48 Laws of Power?
48 Laws of Power?
Yeah.
I have the book, but I never I think I read some of it. I read
that book when it first came out 3-4 times. So in fact, someone stole that book from me because I was becoming too powerful from reading it.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't want me to.
It's just Hermeticism again.
Yeah, well, 48 Laws of Power is just 8,000 years of human history. And it gives you all the all the examples of the person who's in compliance with the laws, people who were not in compliance with the laws, and the difference in the middle or the neutral part.
Right.
Yeah. So it gave you a really, really good example on into the human psyche, what human beings are really capable of doing for power. Everybody has played power games. Everyone, even a little kid. Kid are the best power manipulators on the planet.
Right. I mean, that's how they're groomed in the society. Everyone is.
No shit, kid is that way just naturally. Shit, yeah. They well, if it knows if it cries, it's gonna get its way. If it has a fit, it's gonna get its way. Mommy's gonna come see to it.
Right. But that's one thing that I tried to get out of my kids, and because you're not getting your way by crying with me. That's
yeah,
and it don't work with their mama either, though. So.
Well, don't worry. Even though you'll get them out of that, but the more intelligent you make them, the more sophisticated they'll be with their attack on you too.
Right.
You're just gonna make them smarter in dealing with you.
Right. I mean, they already figured that out already.
Yeah.
They still can't get away with nothing, though.
Okay.
I've been there, done that, so
yeah,
they can't get away with nothing.
Yeah, but yeah, one day they will, though. They might not say nothing. Because I know there was times where my mom, she couldn't tell the difference when I was telling the truth or lying.
Right.
Yeah. So sometimes she'll believe the lie before she'll believe the truth, and I just let her believe the lie.
Man, she was just letting you get away with it, bro.
Oh, that's what she was doing? Oh, okay.
Yeah, she saw right through you. These
man, she was good. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I'm all effed up now. Thanks for revealing that to me. Thought I was getting away with something.
She let her ass get away with it.
Oh, man. Setting me up for the big one.
Right. Right.
Yeah, okay. Man, I thought
you was getting away with something now.
Yeah.
You probably did though. You probably did. I noticed how, you know what I'm saying, my mother was tricky like that. She would make it appear like you got away with some shit you really didn't.
Oh man, that's evil. That's terrorist tactics, man.
Yeah. Right. Right. That's traumatizing. That's traumatizing.
Yeah.
You waiting around, you waiting around the whole time feeling guilty. Did she catch me? She gave me the impression that she didn't, but I feel she caught me.
Yeah. She's doing one of those Columbo tricks on you and shit.
Right. Yeah, but back to the root races though.
Yeah.
So he's saying we on the fifth or the fourth root race. Or the fifth.
We're on the fourth. We're on the fourth spear. And each spear represents a root race. Okay.
Right.
And within each spear is 7 cycles of evolution. And those 7 cycles represent 7 sub-races.
Mm-hmm.
And a root race only represent a certain period of evolution as well, rather than a particular race, but it represents a certain period. Okay, so all the first consciousness or the divine spark, when it became conscious after falling into duality, it came from the spiritual realm, and it's been falling deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into matter, and it's been going through these cycles of evolution. It went through the first sphere, and it had to go through 7 cycles of evolution through the first sphere, and then into the second sphere, and it went through 7 cycles of evolution in that sphere, and then to the third sphere, it went through 7 cycles of evolution until we got into this sphere, which is the 4th sphere, and we're in the 5th cycle of evolution in this sphere, on the 4th sphere. And then after this, we got 3 more spheres after this, and 7 cycles of evolution. Is 49 cycles of evolution in all.
Wow.
And then he gave the years, the time, the period that it takes. This cycle, our 5th subrace, been on this planet for 8 million years, according to Blavatsky. So Atlantis happened millions of years ago.
Right.
Yeah, Atlantis was just a civilization. That was the whole, like, we're the 5th sub race, okay? Whatever they're gonna call us something else 1 million years from now, or 1,000 years from now. They're gonna have a name for this civilization. We don't know what they're gonna call it 500 years from now or 1,000 years from now. Like we call the Atlantean civilization the Atlantis, that civilization.
Right.
Well, yeah.
What about Lemuria and Mu? Wasn't they around?
They could have been the ones. Yeah, those were probably before Atlantis. Yeah, those were probably the sub races prior. There were prior to us. There were 4 civilizations on the physical Earth. 4 humans.
That what they refer to as the Bronze Age, the Golden Age, that those aspects of the human evolution and their understanding. Does that have anything to do with the root race?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think what they call the Bronze Age, the Golden Age, or whatever, is a description of a civilization starting all over again.
I mean, wouldn't every root race have to start all over again, or do they have?
Yeah. Well, okay, that could be the case, but you see, each subrace has millions and millions of years of existence. So what's the period? You see, I don't know if you can go by what they the history that we've been taught. What is the Bronze Age, the Metal Age, or whatever? Because they're only talking about 6,000 years of history, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is talking about a far more extensive period of history than that. Okay, so I think I think you have to throw all the shit that we've been taught out the window.
Right, because you're talking about so many long periods of time that is inconceivable.
Yeah, we're talking about lost history, eons.
Right.
Yeah, and so they don't want us to have that type of understanding of ourselves, because it would be hard for them to enslave us or to control us, because we find that we're that old.
Yeah.
And we have that much.
They say, like you said, humanity is only 6,000 years old. That's what they literally say that. are either 10,000 to 6,000 years old.
Well, they're probably only talking about themselves.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
And
But
they're trying to fit.
they include everybody though.
They're trying to
we
fit all of us. Yeah, they're
that.
trying to frame all of us, put all of us into this little frame of their existence. You know, they're trying to fit us all in this little 11,000 year frame of existence with them.
Right. Which is a way to control. It's a control, basically a narcissistic as a psychosis that they have, where they have to, like, this is what I explain to other people all the time when they say the World War I, World War II.
Mm-hmm.
That's a psychosis right there, because it wasn't nothing but European nations at war. But they call that the war. But to them, I guess that is the world to them.
Well, you can call it that was the New World Order war. The New World Order war. That was the World Wars is the structuring of the New World Order.
No doubt. That was the basis of why the European nations, because they was all literally just fighting over natural resources that really didn't belong to neither one, and fighting over land that didn't belong to either of these nations, the European nations. So that's the basis of what they go. But I was just thinking about the arrogance of them calling it the World War as if the whole world was at war at the time.
Well, that's only because they only have 6,000 years of history of themselves. They only believe that they're 6,000 years old. So then,
no, I don't think they. That's not a belief. I believe they actually are 6,000. They are 6,000 years old. They are no more than 6,000 years old, because there are records that go back to show that those mutations, right, that make up what we call pale skin, blue eyes, those mutations didn't come on the planet, didn't come online until about 6,000 years ago.
Okay.
Right. So
they got a lot of help. This mutation is a piece of work, because in that short period of time, that motherfucker evolved.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it evolution from the perspective, because they're equivalating mutation with evolution, right? Which is not necessarily true, because a mutation is a mutation is an error in the duplication.
Yeah. Okay. So then we call it a hybrid.
Of course, I think that is factors into their origins too. Their origin story too is that they were a manufactured type, genetically engineered creature, right? But also the fact that the mutations that were results of those experiments, because over time, the mutations came in when these hominids, these hybrid type, start producing or start reproducing with humans, with, you know what I'm saying, atomically correct humans.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, that was part of the alchemy of correcting the mistake. You know, mating with them. And we figured by, mating with them, we can turn them into regular human beings.
I don't even think that it was an effort to mate with them. I think the fact that they were barbaric and they would take our women and mate with them. So
forced.
Yeah.
Oh, so they were raping people.
Yeah, see, look at how they were doing the slaves and shit.
Mm-hmm.
One of the main abuses that they were doing to slaves was sexual abuse.
Yeah.
So they were perverted like that.
Yeah, they were either fucking them or eating them.
basically,
Yeah.
yeah, right. You no doubt, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Mhm.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you can't work no more? We eating you.
God damn.
Getting barbecued.
Whole game.
Yeah.
Whole game. No, they got it. They actually, for those who think we're just making jokes, there's an actual book called Delectable Negro.
Oh,
You ever heard of that?
no.
There's a book called Delectable Negro that
Mhm.
they were literally talking about how they was eating us,
Oh,
and they still do it to this day. Like one of the rare cuisine to them is to get one of our pineal glands and eat
uh-huh.
it.
Well,
That's, and they are also like to get that blood after they scare the fuck and traumatize their victim. They get the blood because it produces that adrenaline, and they love that. That's a drug. That's a drug to them. It's a rich drug because only rich people got that shit.
See, that's just like on that Stephen King movie, It, with that clown. Mm-hmm. But it's really something else. It's some type of demon or creature or something, and it feeds off of humans' fear. Yeah, but it loves the fear of children.
And that's crazy because that's not the only movie that did. What about the movie? What about the movie? What was the name of that movie? It was a cartoon. What's the name of that cartoon? Where they were basically scaring little kids and harnessing the energy that they generated when they scared the kids. What was the name of that movie? Monster Inc.
Oh, Monster Inc.
Monster Inc. Okay. Yes, Monster Inc. Right. So
yeah.
And that was it was another movie that they revealed that too, that they literally have these entities that exist on a higher overtone of existence that literally feed off our fear. So this is why they constantly keep us in a state of fear. They constantly keep us in a state because they literally feeding off of that. Yeah, they literally feeding off that shit.
Yeah, those are called psychic vampires. Those archons.
Right.
Yeah, they can attach themselves to your auric field and punch holes into that motherfucking suck and get into you.
Yeah.
Or find holes in your auric field and shit, attach themselves to you. And just start sucking away. People think you.
That's why you got them spirits clean. You gotta get your spirit clean, bro. Because a lot of people got. Yeah, your aura clean. A lot of people got those things, basically leeching off of them right now.
Parasites.
Yeah, it's like spiritual parasites are a little energy parasites.
Yeah, sucking off of your.
People wonder why they weak a lot of times. They weak, they fatigue. They might have some parasites on them.
Yeah, some invisible parasites.
Right.
Shit, anything come fucking with me, it's like, man, it's like you fucking with quicksand. I'm gonna sink your ass. The reality around you will become quicksand, and you just start sinking into it, into nothing.
Right. A way that people can protect themselves too, though, is with the crystals. You get certain crystals. Yeah. And you surround yourself with crystal. Also, another thing that will keep demons at bay is salt.
Salt?
Sea salt. Okay. Yeah, sea salt.
Sea salt? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that goes with the principle that there's no such thing as dead matter. All things is a lie. So that explains the science behind voodoo.
Mm-hmm.
How they use certain things that give off certain electromagnetic energy, and they prepare them in these different rituals or formulas to cast spells or whatever, and it should be working too. I mean, but some of the voodoo requires you to get some real authentic shit, bat's wings or a piece of something that's kind of hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, that's the old paradigm. Right now, you can literally formulate. Spells just by visualization. Right?
Yeah.
You can literally visualize you sacrificing some animal or some entity and offering that to higher. Is not necessarily literal at this point, right? Like what they used to do back in the days, where they literally would slice the neck of a lamb
chicken,
or something, or a chicken or something like that.
Yeah,
that paradigm is over. That was a more physical orientated paradigm that we was in, or vibratory rate that we was in. Now you don't have to do all that. You can basically, like, how people would prepare the circle and create a circle around it. You can do it. You can do it with your mind now.
And at that time when they were giving up, doing those blood sacrifices, that was feeding. Something was feeding off of that. The same entities that would attach themselves to your auric field, they feed off of that energy too.
Are you looking at the chat right now? Are you looking at the chat?
Oh,
can you see the chat?
Yeah, there's nothing there.
You gotta probably turn it on.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of people in the chat right now.
Oh,
there's a couple of people in the chat right now. It's somebody who got from another country, because I can't even read their language. He took himself out. You took yourself out, bro. Gotta come back in. Hold on, let's see. Is that me? Yeah, that's me.
I should. You
there? I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know what language that is. I think that's Russian.
Okay, I'm not. How do I get in here? Damn, I'm not even seeing the chats.
That's all right, bro. I love the comments.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
Yeah, keep them coming. The brother said I'm flooding. No, you ain't gotta be sorry about that flooding. Some more questions, or you got comments, and we're gonna say it online too. Let me say what he said so far.
Someone said they have visible parasites.
Oh yeah, we got those too. The brother also said nationality is the key. Yeah, we are. We definitely are. That. It says correcting it. Our status is in their system. Well, it's more like the revision of more sovereignty and the restoration of Moorish government, right? That is the ultimate, right now is the ultimate status correction. You know what I'm saying? Because when under the old idea of status correction, we were still in the jurisdiction of the colonizer at the end. It's only until we realize the revision of Moorish sovereignty and restore the Moorish government where our status be corrected, because then all of us are protected under the Moroccan government based on according to treaties. So it's a whole nother. I know we've been taught all these years that correcting our status is just putting certain things on the record as it pertains to the United States government. But the more I'm learning, the United States government is not the authority on the land, right? They're not the actual authority that actually we would have to validate these claims that we're making. It wouldn't be the United States government. You know what I'm saying? We would, like, for example, if a Moor getting an issue in the United States government, what we would do was we would ask for the council and not the United States Council. We would ask for the British Council, because what happens is the United States of America is still a British colony. It still belongs to the British Crown. You know what I'm saying? We are under the impression that they got their independence, and that's not true. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of us are still under this false idea that if we correct our status in the United States as it pertains to correspondence to the United States, when they don't even have the authority to adjudicate over Moors affairs. So why would we go to them? United States of America is not the authority on this land. I'm trying to tell y'all. We've been led to believe that they are. So anytime it's an issue, we will go to them as if they're the authority here. No, they're not. And for reference to what I'm saying, go study the Treaty of Paris. The Treaty of Paris, which is the document that authorized the United States to even continue to operate on the land. It's the Treaty of Paris. You know what I'm saying? That was a treaty between the British and the United States. Now, there's another misconception that people believe that the United States, one, is independent from Britain. Anybody who would say that, who will make that claim, I would say produce the literature or produce the document that states that. There is no document from my research that actually states that.
Wouldn't they say the Declaration of Independence?
The Declaration of Independence is just a document for the United States of America. It's not the authority that gave the United States of America its granted privilege to be on the land. And that's only for that society, is what I'm saying. So the Declaration of Independence only applies to people within that society. It doesn't apply when it comes to land secession of land. The treaties, you have to go to the treaties to find out who had the right to granted right to be on certain aspects of Morocco. This is Morocco. Morocco has the original jurisdiction here. Morocco has the original jurisdiction.
Well, can you say America probably kicked somebody's ass, and because they kicked somebody's ass, they get to stay here?
I wouldn't say that either. Because they didn't kick nobody's ass. Hell no. Who asked they kick?
Each other's. The whites. The reds.
I will say this. They manipulated the hell out of the people. They manipulated. That's the main reason why it appears that they are the authority on the land. They manipulated.
Well, they did something. Something happened. I don't know what the real true history is, because they're not really giving us the real true history here. Right. Or it's so chopped up, I would really, it would be interesting to know what the real true history is in America and how this shit really, really came about.
Go look at that video. I think I shared it to you. I'm gonna share it to you. But they got a series of videos that literally are breaking down this history, and because a lot of it is based in language that Esquires came up with. So you would have to be privy, esquires, lawyers.
Oh, lawyers. Oh shit,
Yeah.
mumble jumble.
So you would have to be privy to the concept. You would have to be a jurist to even understand that history. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not in terms that you can understand.
It's just a little research. You do a little research, you'll get it over time.
Yeah.
That's all I say.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm not going to ever leave people powerless and say no, you won't be able to figure out. I think people just need to take the time to go into the documents and do the research.
Yeah. Okay. You have to put some time into it. I get it.
Of course.
Like anything else. Like
Anything,
yeah. Okay. So it has to be something you have to earn it. If you want it, you got to earn it. I get that.
I mean, anything worth having is worth earning it. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't to me. I mean, it ain't worth it to me if it's given to me. I don't accept it.
No. Yeah, that's true.
Because anything basically given to you, you can be manipulated. Somebody is probably attempted to do something to manipulate you with.
Yeah, I'm finding that out too. Yeah.
I would rather gain
it. Well,
but I can give. I'm gonna do a whole. As a matter of fact, probably next week, I'll just come in and give all the references to the history that I just broke down. I can give reference to this shit. I'm not just speaking. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I'm gonna share the video. I'm gonna share the video of the brother Abdullah Bey. He literally breaks it down so perfectly.
They say at one time there was a big giant lake on the other side of California, from all the way when it's far north as almost to Canada, and all the way down to as far north as far as south as Arizona. Have you ever heard of that?
Well, I haven't heard of that, but I have heard of the fact that there are underground water caverns that lead to all of the different, where one that leads to the Pacific Ocean, and then there's one that leads to all the oceans. You know what I'm saying? Underground.
Well,
you can literally go to any ocean in this, because they say that's where the Loch Ness Monster have been, you know what I'm saying, in these underground water caverns.
Oh, well,
you know what I'm saying, where it can't be.
They revealed that shit on Monsterverse in the Godzilla movies, on how Godzilla get around so fast. There's all these caverns underground, and once you get caught in one, shit, you gone.
Right. But there's a story in Pyramid Lake, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Pyramid Lake is in
off the 5.
Okay, yeah. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I pass by there all the time.
Because people have said they've seen this creature in that motherfucker, right? And that there's some underground caverns underwater that can go to other bigger, water sources, like the ocean, the lakes, and it's all in the ground though. This is why this creature was able to travel underground. It's been sighted in Pyramid Lake.
Damn, that's a man-made lake too, I believe.
Mm-hmm. No, I heard it was an actual pyramid in that lake too. That's why they call it Pyramid Lake.
Really?
Yeah. Never witnessed it, but when I went out there, they was telling these stories.
I've only passed by it going to San Jose or Frisco, or just taking cruises on the 405 or the 5 rather.
Right.
Yes, so many mysteries out here.
They do an excellent job of covering it up though. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
But everybody, this is the problem. This is the problem. No one accepts anything unless it comes on the news.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That is the basis of where everything that they think goes on in the world is happening on the news. If it don't happen on the news, then it haven't happened.
Well, that's starting to get rocked now because everybody's, it's being revealed that the media is putting out fake news, and you can't rely on them for real news.
Not only that, they're orchestrating. Well, what we call fake news is basically yellow journalism.
Is what?
Yellow journalism.
Yellow journalism.
Yeah, because what they used to do was exaggerate a story just to get ratings.
Oh,
right. They would add to a story just to get ratings, make it pop. They would call it make it pop. Let's make it like if somebody would tell a simple story, they were like, "Oh, you got to make it pop. You got to make it pop so it can get ratings." So they would add shit, and they call it yellow journalism.
Okay, I get it. They'd be silver tonguing that shit.
Right. So basically, yellow journalism is the fake news is the evolution of yellow journalism. But it's really false flag. It's really false flag where they're literally orchestrating events. You know what I'm saying? Constructing and orchestrating events. False flags.
Yeah.
Now, 9/11 was one of them.
No.
Clearly.
In what way?
And they in the fact that there were bombs in the building, right? That's evidence of orchestration. There were bombs in the building. Also, the building that hadn't even been affected by the crash fell. Evidence.
Oh yeah.
It's so much evidence of that day. And the cool thing about it is the United States government has the audacity to continue to go by the official story that they've told us. After all this truth has been already revealed about the shit. Like,
yeah, I know. Well, see, the memory, people got short memories. Yeah. They'll forget the truth. They'll forget real fast here.
I don't think it's just that they've got a short memory. I think it's that they don't want to accept the truth a lot of times.
Oh,
people do not want the truth. They don't want to accept it because it's too harsh for them to accept. It's just like how people are running around with masks right now, believing the narrative that's been spilled out on the national news about there being a pandemic, right? And everybody is falling suit because now to this point where they have scared people so much because earlier on people was like loose on the mask thing. Now people are trying to tell me why I'm not wearing a mask now. I'm like, wow.
Well,
I mean, it seems obvious that we was using our good sense. It's obvious that this stuff is exaggerated.
Well, there are people out there getting sick. I mean, I know people. I have a friend that I know that just got diagnosed with it. I have friends of the family that got diagnosed with it. But
that's the trick, though, brother.
They all gonna live.
Yeah, exactly. That's another part of the exaggeration, though, that the fact that the test itself is not accurate.
Yeah, and
there are people who have taken the test. They've already done these tests where people have taken one test and got a positive, and then went to and took another test and got a negative.
Well, they've been doing that shit. What do you think they did with the HIV? Okay.
And guess what? The person who was in charge of this so-called health issue, this health issue, was the same one who was in charge of the AIDS. Are coming up with treatments for AIDS back in the day. And then Dr. Fauci was the one who came up with the AZT. Remember they came up with that drug, AZT or something?
Yeah.
And it ended up killing a lot of people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You see, that he was just putting people to death. He was Dr. Death. And the AIDS test was a death test. okay, if you take that test, then you're sentencing yourself to death and slavery, because all they got to do is just say you're positive. And if you're positive, that goes on record and they quarantine you. You just can't, I mean, your life changes after that. You got to take these drugs. You've been cataloged. Okay.
No,
you don't have.
You're right. You're right about that. But especially now with this whole COVID thing, you're literally being you're being what you say, categorized or cataloged. Yeah, you've been literally being cataloged. Literally being cataloged.
Yeah.
Because if you take that, put it like this: if you took that test and you came out positive, you own their records now. Now they looking at you as, oh, you can be quarantined now. It's possible you can be quarantined. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, not only that, you can become a threat to national security.
Well, that's how they're trying to spin it, but I think it's not going to fly, because that's exactly what they try to spin. You know, when Biden came out and said that this is a epidemic or pandemic of the unvaccinated, where they try to demonize the unvaccinated to make it appear as if they're a threat to the vaccinated, but it came reversed. This is how the universe works, though. It came in reverse, because now the most counted for people or cases is those who had taken the vaccination. So it reversed on their ass. Because early on, they were trying to. Remember, Miami was not complying with the federal rules of how Miami, Texas, and they started to demonize Miami and Texas because they wouldn't compliant. They wouldn't comply to those rules. They wouldn't allow their citizens to have to wear a mask and all that shit. And Miami and Texas didn't follow the comply, right? So they try to demonize and what was really happening in Miami and Texas is that there's not an issue with the pandemic amongst those states now. That's not an issue that, like, for us, because they put us in a certain panic, right? We under the impression that, we still under a pandemic right now. But other not only Miami and Texas, but other countries have moved beyond this shit now. They don't even they not on no shutdown no more. They not on no wear mask no more. They over this shit now.
The only places where it's real fucked up here, China, Australia, and the UK, and Europe.
Yeah, right. Because that's the main places they're pushing that propaganda, bro.
Yep,
they're pushing the propaganda. The main place.
Yeah,
and they exaggerating it because they want to. They don't want to lose the opportunity to use this as a control. You know
absolutely.
They don't want to lose the opportunity. They want to, even though it's so obvious to the general public, but I've noticed about the psychology of the general public is that they see that this shit is exaggerated. The mass majority of people see that this shit is exaggerated, but it's like a Gestapo type of environment that we're in right now, where people are afraid to even speak up. It's like a Gestapo. What did I say? Gestapo, whatever. I don't know.
The Gestapo. SSI. They're afraid they're going to lose whatever freedom and liberty but they're giving that up anyway.
Exactly.
Liberty. Yeah.
Exactly. As soon as you are not able to question what the government official story and narrative is, that's your freedom gone right there.
You're never getting it back.
As soon as you are censored because you have an alternative to what the official story is, that's the freedom being taken.
Yep. And once it's taken, it ain't ever coming back unless you kill somebody.
Unless you fight for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the story of, you said people are dying from it, but guess what?
No. Well, I said people.
Let me finish. Because a lot of people say that excuse to try to let it off the hook that this is exaggerated, right? But people were dying prior to this, so
that's what I was
what's
getting
the
ready to make.
point? Like,
People
say, people are dying, and I'm like, okay, people were dying prior. So what's the point?
And people had the flu. If they didn't have COVID right now, they would have the flu. They would be.
If people would notice that every year there's something new. Remember a couple of years ago, it was the Ebola. Remember a year before that, it was a couple of years before that, it was the swine flu.
Bird flu.
Remember the swine flu?
Yeah, none of those.
Remember the mad cow? Oh, every fucking y'all gotta watch the patterns of these people, man. See, you can't be stuck in oblivion. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what they play off you. Because you're stuck in oblivion. You just want to fulfill your lower soul desires and be comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
that's the trap right there. You're vulnerable. You're vulnerable now.
They got you there because they could dangle your freedom. We got your freedom right here. So
exactly.
Yeah.
For this whole pandemic, we was held hostage by their false narrative of the situation. We were being held to this point. At this point, right now, we're being held hostage. They're threatening to adjust our freedoms for something they haven't even really proven. Matter of fact, go look up the court case of the brother in Canada that sued the Canadian government because they couldn't prove that there's an actual pandemic. Did anybody ever go look that up? That actually happened. Somebody already sued. They're being sued constantly right now. They're not going to bring it up. I'm telling you, a couple of years from now, all this truth is going to be revealed. This is going to be 10 years from now. But like you said, the American public are not only forgetful, they're conveniently forgetful because they don't want to think about the truth. They like to be oblivious. Ignorance is bliss.
That's how they're able to go on from today to tomorrow and to the next day by forgetting about shit that happened every day.
Right. Everybody's aware of the evil history of this country. Everybody's aware of that shit. They just, like I said, these Gestapo tactics that where they put the people in a fear attack place, but they don't even want to say nothing because they think the government gonna come get them.
Yeah, the government's gonna come take your entertainment system. if you guys don't behave, we're gonna take the NBA away from you again.
Ooh, no more that's right there. That's one of the biggest threats you can give them right there. We're gonna take the NBA from your ass. They're gonna be in a panic.
Oh shit! It's war of blood in the streets after that,
baby. They're gonna go in a straight panic, bro. No NBA. No NBA, no NFL. Oh my God.
Oh shit. Oh my God. Wives beware. You're getting beat down.
Oh. Wow.
I'm beating my wife down tonight.
They're gonna have to find something to take that frustration out on. Yeah, that's real shit. That's real shit. That's the power.
Go for the fight. You better go for the fight club or something.
Right.
Rule number 1: the fight club don't exist.
Crazy. That was a very, very interesting movie too. I love that movie. Fight Club. Yeah. That's a very interesting movie. I got to go watch that again.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. You said God don't even fucking love your ass.
That's bad.
Yeah. That's one of the most fucked up things you can say to a Christian. God don't even love your fucking ass.
You gonna hurt their motherfucking feelings. You gonna hurt that motherfucker feelings saying some shit.
Yeah, you can see their
No,
heartbeat.
it'll be worse. It'll be worse if you say Jesus don't love your ass.
Oh man. Oh.
You know what? One of the greatest experiments that was ever done is when Sonetta TV. You know Sonetta. That brother did a excellent survey, right? Where he put up these pictures. He put a picture of Malcolm X up. He put a picture of Malcolm. It was Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, and Jesus. Right? He put and every brother and sister that walked by, he asked them, "Who is the most significant person in your life?" Mind you, it was Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, and Jesus, the white Jesus, the white depiction of Jesus. Man, overwhelmingly, they picked that white Jesus, homie.
White boy Jesus.
Overwhelmingly. Now one of them picked Malcolm X or Marcus Garvey. Now one of them.
No,
this is how sick our people are, brother. That was, to me, that was like, wow.
Well, that just shows you how successful they were in their process of.
They are very, very successful because we didn't fall into the Jesus Jews. They did
a good job on our ass, man.
They did a very good job, man. These people are full of Jesus Jews, man.
Yeah, but see, here's the problem. They sent us so far south until we're going to eventually hit north again.
Yeah. So they basically fucked up doing what they did.
Yeah.
they fucked themselves. Because it's going to backfire on their bitch ass.
Yeah, because everything that has a beginning has an end. This shit has an end. Because it has a beginning. It has an end.
Right.
Doesn't last forever. It's a cycle. All cycles in.
Right.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
Right. And in more science, we call that not. You know what I'm saying?
See, what people don't understand, that we got elemental spirits, we got all kind of fucking entities and deities that is focused on the earth and seeing to it that humanity stays on track with its true evolutionary path.
But then you got on the opposite side those entities that want to keep blood sucking us, that want to keep energy sucking us. So,
well, they're part of the cycle too.
Yeah.
Okay, their cycle comes to an end. The cycle where they're dominant in certain areas, that cycle comes to an end. And then a new cycle begins where the other side dominates over them. Okay, and so just like how they're the dominant side now, in the next cycle, they're not going to be the dominant side.
Yeah. Right.
Because there are going to be so many things involved that's going to completely take them out of the picture. It's just going to come. They're just going to be completely deflated into nothingness as something else new begins. And it don't matter how high and mighty they think they are. The high and mighty has risen and fallen in civilization over and over and over and over and over again. Okay.
Right.
Not even just the high and mighty, even the most righteous civilizations, they have a beginning and they have an end.
Yeah.
Okay. So if the most righteous civilizations can begin and end, so will the unrighteous civilizations.
Yeah. the righteous one may have a longer period of time in existence, but they do fall. They do fall eventually. Look at Egypt. Egypt was what 24 dynasties, and 24 dynasties, and I believe a dynasty is what 500 years, something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. One dynasty is like 500 years or something like that.
I don't know.
4,000. And they had 24 dynasties.
Oh,
24, 25 dynasties. The last couple of dynasties was ruled by that's when Rome took over Egypt.
Yeah, that was during the degeneration period. Egypt degenerated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's how great they were. That they were a righteous civilization. They rose, and then they excel, and then they degenerated.
Right.
But
like I said, they saying the cycle of a civilization is no more than 2,000 years.
2,000 years. Okay.
Yeah, and it falls. It lasts. Mm-hmm. It lasts and it's great for 2,000 years, and it falls. Right? Yeah. Egypt had to have last more than 5,000.
Yo, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And not only did they last a long time, but they left a lot for future civilizations.
Right. To reach that level too. Yeah.
Yeah. Or to reach the level that they're supposed to reach.
Mm-hmm. And beyond, yeah.
Yeah.
They left level and beyond, yeah.
They left clues to the evolutionary path on, the path we must stay on, and how to get to the next level spiritually and get beyond this physical shit. They didn't leave. They didn't leave messages for us on how to thrive in society. How to have great governments and a great society and great economies and great healthcare.
Yeah, a lot of what we were referring to as symbols that they left were actually tools. They wasn't just symbols; right. They were tools.
They were tools, yeah. And machines. Those pyramids, according to Alexander. I mean, not Alexander, but what's his name?
You're talking about
Graham Hancock.
Okay.
The Egyptologist.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that the pyramids were fantastic machines, and that these machines were left to raise up brotherhoods for centuries in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a machine from the perspective of how
mechanism.
Yeah, it's not the machine in that respect. It's a spiritual device. It's
a spiritual machine. Yeah, spiritual device.
Spiritual. It's meant to facilitate higher vibrational fluctuations
in a certain way of thinking. Yeah.
Right.
And each civilization after Egypt is going to raise a unique brotherhood based on the things that were left over from Egypt.
But you got to consider the fact that Egypt was the child of Cush.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And Kush was a great civilization itself.
Yes. I get videos on that. I mean, I get so many videos on my YouTube. I can't even watch all this shit. Sometimes there's so much information that I can't even absorb. It's not enough time in the day for me to even absorb all this shit.
Well, stop attempting to do it from the perspective of how the Western world has turned it to accept this information or process this information. It's like we have to process it from a spiritual perspective. It's not necessarily a brain thing. It's not necessarily a, you know what I'm saying. It's more of latent genetic memory thing. We're not necessarily learning. We don't learn like the Europeans. You know what I'm saying?
We're remembering.
We remember stuff.
Yeah,
And
well, there's a lot to remember. We have a lot. We have millions and millions of years of history. That's a lot to remember.
Right.
In fact,
I think we can facilitate logging this memory by, like I said, doing books. We have to do books because we can log these memories.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then since we're dealing with so many years of history, now we can do a little theorizing. There can be a little theorizing because there's probably been so many, I guess, the other civilizations prior to us, she give the years that each civilization is here. I think our civilization is going to be here for like 14 million years or 14 million or something like that. And we're halfway through it. We're more than halfway through. Woo. And then she said that some people.
When you say this civilization, what do you mean? The Western world?
No, the civilization on Earth, period.
Okay, you're talking about humanity as a whole. Okay.
Humanity as a whole. Yeah. We're one being. Yeah, this particular being that we are as humanity. So, we
wouldn't that will be calculated on the understanding of the root races and what cycle we were particularly in, what root races is actually, that will return to that, right?
Yeah. It's a course of our evolutionary history or cycle path. I mean, this is, as you say, the fourth time we've been on this round. And so after 4 times of evolution around, this is how advanced we are. But I guess you can't go by that either because we're on the 4th spear, which is the central part of our evolution. And the central part of our evolution is the lowest part of our evolution. So I don't know how.
It's like how our evolution is the battle, is the literal battle against all that we've been convinced reality is by the Western world idea of it. They're how could I explain it? I would say I would use the word Neanderthal approach.
Man, the Western world is just a blip in our evolution. It's just a little tiny blip.
What I'm saying, it's hindering the evolution to an extent. It's hindering it to an extent, even though it's part of our evolution, of course.
It appears to be hindered.
And the way it's hindered, what I'm saying is that's why I'm getting to. It appears to be hindering because they have instilled themselves into our psyche so much. They have instilled themselves into our psyche so much to the point where they've convinced us of this 3-dimensional world where we are. The whole Matrix movie is speaking of this, so you need to see it, bro. If you haven't seen it, but they literally talking about how we've convinced ourselves that we can't fly. We've convinced ourselves that we can't do all these extraordinary things that we will attribute to superheroes. is because we've already, this society systematically groomed us, socially engineered us.
Yeah, but because that's the energy, that's the descending energy. That's that energy is overplayed itself. Okay. And now that's the energy that we have to turn around.
That can only go so far, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
To where
so
it's gonna come back around.
Yeah. So now we got to turn that energy around and make it go the other way. So this is the turbulent time of our evolution.
Okay. You're right.
Okay. We're in a very turbulent time with this division.
That's exactly what I'm getting from the ancestors, that we are, I would say, because we are we were in the descent, now we're on a rise. The polarities shift. That is the vibrational change that they're referring to. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Go ahead.
Let me explain. The actual illusion is the collapse that matter goes through just by being observed. It's actually a wave, right? So the wave is also in some perceptual, in some levels of perception, that wave is actually a sphere too. Do you get what I just said? The wave is actually a sphere too from some level of perception, right? Or perspective, right? So this is what is going to change the vibration. The fact that our consciousness interacting with matter around us is literally changing the frequency, or not only even change it, the frequency is intensifying. It's intensifying. It's like when you do the experiment, when you do the pencil like that, and the pencil literally appears like it's wiggling, right? Why? Because when you vibrate it like that, it changes your visual perception of it. So this is all being activated by our consciousness, our unconsciousness, our subconscious. All of the levels of consciousness play in this. All of it plays in it. So this is why I keep reiterating, our evolution is in our hands, in our minds, in our souls, in our spirits. It's up to us. Our evolution is ours to craft.
It is.
It's ours. We can do whatever we want with this shit. It's like, wow.
That means you don't have to bow down to shit. You don't have to worship shit. You just fucking focus on your fucking evolution.
It's beyond just not worshiping too, though. You're right. But it's way beyond. If you still on some worshiping,
if you still thinking
if you still on that, it's like you ain't gonna get what I'm saying right now. We are the ones that are literally controlling this situation. We are controlling this. There's nothing, no outside entities, because we are the all, because that's how, there's nothing else. We are everything. There is no outside. Like we always try to, we basically manifest these things as monsters that's coming to get us. We manifest these. We are manifest. The gods
we manifest
are above us. We manifest. We created that. Wow. The end of the world. We're creating it.
We create that.
This earthquakes,
gonna be on.
All this shaking. We're creating this. We're doing it.
Yeah, like I tell you, when those storms and everything, we're doing that shit.
Yes.
That's a reflection of what's going on inside of us.
Inside of us. Yeah.
The volcano explosion yesterday, that's a reflection inside of us.
Yeah. Yeah. So once we realize that, imagine what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Once we get to the point where we're creating this.
Yeah, we can recreate the entire universe.
We're doing
We
this.
recreate the entire landscape of this planet.
Right.
Well, that's going to happen anyway. The landscape of this planet, as we go into the next sub race and root race, is going to change drastically. I mean, gradually. It's going to change. It's in the process of doing that now. That volcano.
As above, so below. As above, so below. As inner and outer.
Yeah. Well, that was on. That was number 4 on that video we watched the last time. The 4 rules that go by. That there's only one reality, the all, and then
there's the functionality.
There's no dead matter.
Right.
There's no dead matter. There's no space and time. And the hierarchy of heaven exists within man. And as above, so below. As below, so above. As within, so without. As without, so within.
The first rule is just powerful in itself, right? All is mine. Woo! Boom!
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the first Semitic.
That's atomic bomb shit, man.
Yeah,
the all is
the
mine.
mind makes it real. The mind makes it real. It's not physical.
Oh my God.
Yep. that's
atomic bomb empowerment right there.
Yeah, that is.
If anything, take that empowerment right there. Take it.
Yep. I know. Every time I always have an aha with that one.
Right.
Because I'm learning that one on so many different levels.
No, what happens is once you realize it, right, you start seeing it now. You start realizing it's like, damn. I go back into old situations in my life, and I'm like, I see how I fucking wow.
Yeah.
It's to the point where it's to the point where, what I'm saying, we rather worship an entity instead of becoming that supreme entity or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And once you realize it, it's like you taking full accountability and responsibility for your soul journey.
Yeah,
no other entity. My thing is, once you do that, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's a whole nother level. You reached another level at that point. You reached another level. So this is what I'm saying. Once it's certain things you have to accept. You start accepting these things, you reach these levels. You get up there. You start discovering yourself on other levels.
Mm-hmm.
Start discovering yourself on other levels. Remember they talk about how you got layers? People are satisfied with just being on the surface of themselves. So they just stuck in appearance of themselves. They stuck in appearance because they even afraid to find out who they really are.
Well, that's what the metaverse is there for.
So they're gonna live precariously because it's going to play off of their insecurity. All this technology plays off their insecurity.
Well, that metaverse will help them go beyond their normal selves, but when they take those goggles off and have to go back to their normal selves, then they're going to realize how fucking uneventful and how fucking warped their life is.
Right.
And their life ain't shit without these goddamn goggles in this metaverse.
Right. They're going to become somebody. They own property in the metaverse. They're advertising owning property in the metaverse.
In other words, they're trying to get you to redefine yourself over here.
Yeah.
Redefine your whole existence over here.
Have you ever saw that movie Surrogate?
No.
There's a movie called Surrogate where people stop stop living in their physical body. They put their consciousness in a robot or something, and they live through that robot and shit.
Oh,
Surrogate.
I probably seen the
Called surrogate.
I probably seen the spoiler to that because I've seen so
Right.
many different spoilers to movies with something similar.
But these
to
are
that.
it's just all these different versions of people basically removing themselves from this A universe. I mean B universe. No, A universe.
Well, that's
Right.
probably how we got duped into this shit.
Right. You're right.
Yeah, somebody, some Zuckerberg
Yeah,
came out with some shit.
And now we humans. And now we humans. Wow. Oh,
that's how we got duped into this shit.
Exactly. You're right. You're exactly right.
Yeah, we got Zucker. There was a Zuckerberg, the Demiurge, in the other fucking universe that put us in this motherfucking universe.
Right. And like you said, he'd probably be happy to be he looked like that as a bag of honor. I'm a Demiurge. Yes, that was my purpose.
Yeah. You see, once I get you motherfuckers
He's a control
over here,
freak like that. He's an arrogant control freak like that. Did you see the video where he was talking to? Well, we don't know if this is true. I don't take this. I just like to put it out there because it kind of fits. Like it's like when they were saying oh, they had this meeting with these rappers. They had this meeting with these rap executives and these prison owners, these high level prison owners. They told them they did a deal to just sign these gangster rappers so we can fill our prisons. Even if that's a conspiracy, right? Even if that never really happened, right? It doesn't matter because it seemed like it playing out exactly like that.
Well, the mind makes it real.
It's playing out exactly like the Willie Lynch letter.
Yeah, the mind makes it real.
People say, "Oh, that was some fake shit." There ain't no. He didn't teach them how to train them on how to keep his like. Well, guess what? It don't matter. It actually played out like that. But these people are trained. These people are trained to the T. They on a cue. They are trained like this. Like they can go like they can do this and shit on their newscast, and these people gonna walk right in place like automatons. They got them. They got them.
Oh yeah.
Right. Look. Man, we be on some other shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. We be on some other shit. Like
the motherfuckers listening to this shit. Oh man, it's not like all the other shit that's out there. The Illuminati's doing this now, man. No, they're doing
it. We the Illuminati. We the Illuminati. Fuck that. We the Illuminati. We the Illuminati.
We the master magicians. Yeah, we the ones
not the motherfucker. Obviously, we ain't the one because somebody will take that. They say Illuminati. Obviously, we are not the ones doing what these motherfuckers been doing out here, trafficking people. I don't have the resources to do that, motherfucker. Even if I wanted to do it, I don't have the resources.
I wouldn't have the desire to do it. I
wouldn't have no desire to do it either. I'm just saying.
If we was back in control again, we would be trying to help your ass evolve. We'd be trying to help.
I already got an idea for a self-mastery school.
Yeah.
Self-mastery school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's what this is. You in self-mastery school if you come on here.
That's what this planet's supposed to be in the first place, a goddamn college or university.
It is. It literally is.
To be a university.
It really, really is.
Yeah, our parents sent us to college.
This whole dimension, the whole dimension, this whole world is a learning center. You gonna learn today, motherfucker.
Yeah. You at USC now, motherfucker. USC is everywhere you go. USC, UCLA, you wherever you in that university.
Right.
You're at the university of wherever the fuck you are.
Every day, all day.
Oh, hell yeah.
And your teacher is experience.
Yeah, your teacher is experience. And that mother,
which is the greatest teacher. Which is the greatest teacher.
It determines whether you stay behind or you go ahead. You can't cheat this teacher.
No, because you can't. It's like running from yourself. How you gonna run from yourself?
Yeah, you can't cheat. You can't cheat this teacher.
You cannot run
from us. You can lie to us. You can't lie to this motherfucker.
Right. Cannot.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers attempt to though. I laugh off them trying to attempt to run from themselves. Like,
well, I guess we all do that in a sense. You know, we all ran from ourselves before. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I ran for myself, ran for the truth. But I've learned to embrace it.
I learned that it's inevitable to embrace it. So might as well do it now.
Might as well do it now.
It's inevitable.
Yeah,
and when I say inevitable, that don't mean it's outside of control. You can choose to be delusional.
Yeah. Well, shit, you can be delusional over here, but when your ass die and go to purgatory in the fucking seven sub realms, and you got to go through that shit over there in the emotional realm, you gonna wish you had gotten that shit better.
Look, and that was on that show that I was talking about, American Gods, when I was talking about old girl who died and she went into purgatory. Look, she went in there arrogant. She went in there arrogant, trying to act like, what are you trying to teach me? I already know. I fucked up my life. And look what she said. Look what she said. She said, "Don't say nothing, just listen." Look, right? Because the whole time she was projecting her false notions or her what they call the delusions of grandeur onto the projection, right? Because it was about her life. I mean, she's in purgatory, meaning she has to reflect. She had to reflect on where she went wrong. What are you doing wrong? Why are you in purgatory? Why are you in purgatory? For those in the Moorish, purgatory is similar to probate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Probate, where they don't. Go ahead.
Well, purgatory is a place where you have to purge out your impurities. And your impurities is your desires to be here in the physical world.
Exactly. That emotional attachment when you don't understand that you are attaching yourself to this world through the emotions. Through your emotions of it. You have to it's similar to how people don't even understand the psychology of a bag lady, right? Or even people who carry around a lot of stuff around them, right? They're literally carrying around their baggage. You know what I'm saying? You got baggage.
Yeah, well,
people are literally carrying around their baggage because this is how empty they are inside.
They won't forgive themselves. Because they believe they want to be noble, but because they want to be noble so bad that it's arrogance.
They're trying too hard because they're already nobles.
Yeah, they already
like when you were born through a noble, especially anyone born through a dark mother was a noble. Because the original nobles was the mothers. That's the minority. That's because the nobles were the ones who were the grantors of land. They the ones who held the birthright of land. You know what I'm saying? It was through the mother. You know what I'm saying? What happened was the usurpation of these other systems that were jealous of the fact that the mother was in ancient times put on her throne. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is why later on they start worshiping the male deity and shit. But but this is how this is how we've strayed. You know what I'm saying? This is a stray from, you know what I'm saying, our original state, our original nature, that primordial state of being.
Yeah. Well, that's because of the illusion of separation. Because of the illusion of separation, that's why we're fucking worshiping the Father and the Son.
Yeah. Right. And forget about, well, the Holy Ghost is the mother, but they tried to hide and disguise it with this Holy Ghost crap.
Yeah, but in the first zodiac in ancient Kemet, it's the mother who gave birth to the son.
Of course.
Okay.
The throne of the son was the mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the throne.
The father is an invisible principle.
Yes.
He's the darkness.
Yes.
And the son is the father is just expressing himself as the known through the son. But the father is the unknown, the unseen principle.
But they reversed it and made the feminine aspect the unseen principle.
They just took the feminine principle completely out.
They take it out, man. But I think they mention it. They mention it, but they don't highlight it because
they just put her down to Mary.
Yeah.
Mary's the feminine principle.
Right.
Okay.
But also you also do have the
or Babylon.
Ruth the Moabitess.
Oh, Ruth.
Yeah, Ruth the Moabitess.
Well,
I mean, I'm only speaking on their pantheon, there, which is a byproduct of another pantheon. So.
Okay.
But when we're looking at in the Egyptian or the biblical cosmology is a watered down version of the Egyptian cosmology.
Yeah.
Watered down.
And all the other ones.
It's a version of it not versed on the culture that original cosmology came from. Because you can see remnants of them attempting to go into the symbolism, the art, allegory of those ancient principles and ancient understandings, but they miss it in the Bible some way. That's why you have to. The Bible is a good reference point to it too, though. But you can miss it. You can miss it if you're not aware of where it came from.
Exactly. Yeah. If you believing that this is the authority of all history and knowledge, fucked.
Very much fucked. Yeah.
You fucked.
If that's the authority to you, then that's where you lost. Because that authority, which you refer to as authority, has a root. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you fell into a trap. You fell into a 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 year trap.
Right.
Yeah, you just fell into a little stinky trap, and you kind of stuck there because you believe that this is the end all be all. This is the all there is and there ever was. This little trap you in. And I can't go outside of this because I could be punished.
I feel sorry for those people sometimes. Like, wow, it's like it's so much you will never know.
Well, you're gonna know. No, they gonna know. They gonna know. They just gonna have to go through
after purgatory and shit.
Yeah, after the
purgatory. After purgatory, they know.
After purgatory, they gonna know.
Right.
They ain't getting out of this shit.
Yeah.
They can stay ignorant down here all they want to. Just because they're ignorant down here, that don't mean it's gonna be that way in the next one. Well, you know, if it's left up to them, it'd probably be through the next 10 whatever incarnations. But after they leave this motherfucker, when they go over there into the purgatory, into the 7 sub realms, their emotions are gonna fucking play on their ass.
Yeah,
And if they
they got so many demons that's already attached to them that are possessing them.
And if those demons win over there, then they're gonna die over there and they're gonna be reborn back over here again.
Yeah. I don't agree that they're gonna die. They're just gonna go to the depths of their soul, that they're gonna be so deep into their soul, like we were talking about the bottomless pit, that it's gonna be hard for them. It's gonna be hard for them to rise from that.
They're gonna fall deeper into matter again.
Yeah.
They're gonna fall back into matter.
But it's gonna be even lower level than the level of vibrational matter that we're experiencing at now. It's gonna it's lower levels to this too. So that's what people don't understand. There's lower levels. You don't want to be on those lower levels than this, man. There's lower levels.
Yeah, you're down there with some Cthulhu looking motherfuckers.
Right. And guess what? Some people might have to go there and face their demons and shit.
Oh man, you gotta go there. Oh fuck, you gotta go there, deal with them some Yog-Sothoth and Azathoth and Cthulhu, Nyarlathotep Hotep and Shub-Niggurath and all of them. Oh fuck, goddamn. Shit, I guess Linda Blair wasn't enough in The Exorcist.
Right. Yeah.
But actually, that's supposed to be the fucking monstrous part of our subconscious mind. There's a monstrous part. Yeah, there is. We are monsters.
Right.
We are monsters too. There's a mythology of us being monsters.
Look, this is why I got this book right here. It's called Monsters, Mythical Monsters.
Mythical monsters, yeah.
Mythical
That's
monsters.
us. We fell from shit. Humanity is just, before humanity, we was some badass motherfuckers that just had to be taught a lessons. Listen them down there to humanity. Hopefully they'll get it.
Right.
Try to take the fight out of these motherfuckers.
Right. They actually got the Kraken in this motherfucker, man.
The Kraken?
The Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
Damn. Release the Kraken.
You know they got the dragon in here.
Well, I know they got the Hydra. They have the Hydra. The Hydra.
How you spell it?
Hydra. Hydra. What's the name? It's just like hydrogen. That's where hydrogen comes from, the Hydra.
No, they don't got the Hydra in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is probably this. I think this is a limited edition one right here. This is limited. This got the main ones of the different cultures. Shit. Yeah, the main ones of the different cultures, and they got the map of where they originate from on here, like where the myth originated from. So.
Well, I would say a hydrogen bomb would be the power of the Hydra getting unleashed onto you, the fury of the Hydra.
They really got different aspects. They got different dragon necks. They got this one called Jahazara. That's Jawzar.
Yahazara.
Yeah, the J is the H sound.
Yeah. I have to have that written down in front of me. I'll be able to pronounce it.
Right, but this dragon swallow whole planets.
Swallow whole planets?
Yeah, it swallow whole planets.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. That's like that's like one of the Celestials.
Right.
Like like Galactus, the planet killer.
And it originated in Iran.
In Iran.
What they
Okay,
what they modern day Iran originated there.
Oh, well, that's Persia and Babylon.
Yeah, it is Persia. You're right.
Yeah, Samaria. Yeah, that's where the myth of Tiamat came from, the dragon, the mother dragon goddess of creation.
Right.
Yeah, and then she was overthrown by her children, Marduk.
Look, they even got aliens in here. Reptoid alien. Yeah. Originated in United States of America. The United States of America.
Yeah, well, that's where the reptoid aliens. Well, that's where all the reptoid. This is where they brought all the reptoid aliens to America, right here. Us, right? We're the
Look, they got. See, but these are like kind of modern day folklore.
Oh,
they got the Chupacabra in here. Chupacabra. They got it in here.
Chupacabra. Oh.
Yeah. And they got the Jersey Devil in here too. Jersey Devil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like not necessarily modern, but that's early American folklore.
Mm.
They got King Kong in here. Godzilla.
Oh, well, now they got the kaijus in there. Do they have the monster from Cloverfield?
What was the name? They got Dracula.
They never gave it a name. They never gave that monster a name.
They got Thunderbird. Thunderbird eats whales.
Mm.
That motherfucker eats whales.
Did you ever see Cloverfield?
No.
You got to see Cloverfield.
Was that the one where the cloud or something?
That was the one about this big ass creature that came out of the harbor in New York, and this motherfucker, he whacked the fucking Brooklyn Bridge, and he killed a bunch of people on that with his tail. And he fucking whacked the head off of the Statue of Liberty. He whacked that motherfucker like it was a baseball and just knocked that motherfucker like 10 miles away into the city and shit. Right here. This motherfucker was resistant to all fucking... I'll show you the picture of the Cloverfield monster.
This one dope right here. I want to take that picture and then make something of it. Yeah, he got 3 eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. Got a first eye.
His name is Ona. O-N-I.
Ona. The Cloverfield monster.
Here are some pictures that match.
Mizzou?
Okay. Wait. Come on. See that?
Yeah, that's an ugly motherfucker.
Yeah, on that episode right there, he was looking at this motherfucker that ran. This motherfucker was taking a picture of him, was videotaping. They were trying to get away, and he just happened to look down and saw that motherfucker. And he looked at him, and you just see him just reach down and grab him and with his mouth and just start. And then he just spit half of them out. it was a trip. They just some fucking B-50, those stealth bombers, the B-2 stealth bombers just flew over him and dropped a bunch of ordnance on his ass. Just fucked him up. They thought he was completely engulfed in flame, and the helicopters were flying real low, trying to see, oh, they got him. That motherfucker jumped through the smoke and kissed the helicopter and made it crash. And then they escaped, but one of them got eaten up by the monster. Damn. Ugh.
That's the Chupacabra.
That's El Chupacabra?
Chupacabra, yeah.
Oh, that motherfucker look like he's coming for your kids. I'm coming for your kids. I'm eating your kids. Because they some juicy, tender, loving. I love them kids. Damn. Yeah, that look like a kid eater right
ugly.
there. Yeah. Shit. Okay, I couldn't get your kid. I'm getting your pet. Then shit. Skippy.
God damn. You seen Skippy get 8.
He flying away with him.
Right. I saw the movie. Oh, they even got Bigfoot in here too.
Oh, Sasquatch.
Yeah, Yeti.
The Yeti.
I like how they depict them in here too. They got a different design than they usually look like.
Well, they supposed to be the first white people, the first one of the links to the first white people. Yeah. They're like their distant cousin.
Yeah. There's a lot going on this. There's a lot going on this planet that people just not ready to accept.
Oh yeah,
a lot going on.
A lot.
And it's now the age where it's all going to be revealed. All going to be revealed. So
yeah,
and that's kind of why I'm brutally truthful and honest with people about this stuff. Like,
I don't want to talk to people no more too much.
I mean, I don't talk to people at all anyway. They don't want to talk to me. That's why they don't want to talk to me, because I'm too brutally honest.
Yeah, unless they talk to me first. If they bring it up first, well, all I can say, you brought it on yourself.
Exactly. That's why I said that. Originally, I said if they coming at me with it, I'm gonna tell them the truth. I'm not about to hold back.
Yeah.
But
you
guess
did
what?
say that.
That's exactly why a lot of people don't fuck with me, because you know what I'm saying. They know I'm gonna tell them the truth, and then what happens is they get this guilty feeling because they know it's the truth too. They was in denial the whole time. You feel me? They know it's the truth too, so they feel guilty around me and shit now.
Yeah, and they know you can your energy might make that shit come true too. Yeah. Our energy can make it to where all the fake shit that they're in gets completely broken down, and they have no choice but to deal with the real shit.
That's
and
exactly what it is.
But eventually they're gonna have to come to terms with that and let go of the fucking the illusionary shit.
Right.
Because they're finding that the illusionary shit that they thought was shit, or they was making shit seem like was shit, really ain't shit and can't do shit.
Yeah.
And it can be boycotted or canceled out just like that.
Yeah.
Try to cancel out knowledge. You cancel out knowledge and understanding.
You can't cancel out knowledge, man. All you're gonna do is haunt your ass.
No, all you're doing is trying to build a dam to stop a river that you cannot stop.
Right. That's why I be telling people, like, once you know, if you try to go into a state of denial, all it's gonna do is haunt you, which you already know.
Yeah. Now it might be you can think you're going to a state of forgetting a lot of shit. It's just that you just have so much shit that you've accumulated. You just it just takes you a little longer to find the things that you're looking for.
Yeah. I think these people are purposely in a state of denial because the stuff that I don't think I'm that much of a genius like that. I mean, I guess you can say I am, but I don't think I am though. I think everybody this is fairly simple to figure out.
Well, if I am a genius, I'm one of the most absent-minded geniuses there is.
Yeah.
I'm one of the geniuses that can't remember that I'm a genius. I guess I'm a genius in some things, and then other things I'm an all-out idiot.
Yeah, they call that what they call them idiot savant.
Idiots, a what?
Idiot savant.
An idiot savant.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think everyone's one of them because everybody's a genius in something and an idiot in something else.
Bro, I take that right. I take the title idiot savant all day.
Because I don't think you can be a genius in everything. I mean, because there's too many things to know.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to be. What's the purpose of attempting to master everything? It's like, you know what I'm saying? I will go through the process of it, but I know I won't ever get there in this one lifespan. Maybe over time in a couple of soul cycles.
Yeah, well, and yeah, let's say if I can acquire the experience of someone who've gone through 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, let's say 7 rounds of evolution already.
Yeah.
Then I can say I know everything. Because that person seen everything. That soul has been around 7 times through the whole damn thing. So if you're going around 7 times in all 7 stages of evolution and the 7 sub levels of evolution within each levels of those 7 cycles, shit, that's a lot of fucking evolution. And then you can say, yeah, you know every fucking thing.
I mean, I don't think you can say you know everything at that point because there's nothing else to learn after going through all those cycles. No, I don't think.
Well, you can say within that point you know everything, but outside of that, no, you can't say that because then there's other thing. There's a period of rest, and then after that rest, then there's another 7 rounds that happen again, and then after that 7 the same period of rest, and then after that that shit happens.
But guess what? I think that's the process is how we totally forget everything purposely so that we have to remember it again, and every time we have to go through that, it advances us to a whole nother level. We go to the advanced classes every time.
So the key is you don't want to come over here knowing everything.
Right.
Because what's the point of coming over here?
Right. What would be the point? Right. What would be the point? So yeah, we purposely forget.
Yeah. You consciously forget so you have something to do when you get over here, something worthwhile to do. Remember, what the fuck did I come here for again? I knew everything before I got here, but now that I got here, I can't remember shit.
Yeah.
But let me see. Some of this stuff over here looks good. Let me do some of that.
Yeah, might have to wrap this one up. I'm getting tired, brother.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope
This is the biggest audience we ever had, though. 2 people.
it is. Damn. Okay.
We had the whole time though. It's like at first it was 3 though, but the whole time 2 people. We had an audience. Good looking out, y'all. Stay in there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Thank you for spending time with us.
Right.
Hope you got something out of it.
Right.
Well, I think you did. I think yeah. Either you like us or you hate us. That's one of the two.
I'll take it all. Shit. I think it always 5. Shit.
Yeah. Either way, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
Either way, if you hate me, it's a compliment. If you love me, it's a compliment.
Yeah. They basically are the same vibration. It's just, you know what I'm saying, two rates or 2 vibratories.
2 polarities, 2 different polarities.
2 polarities.
The
Yeah.
same thing.
It's the same energy though.
Yeah, same energy. Yeah, I love you all.
Right.
The haters define me too. As well as the lovers.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I always say peace, chaos.
Yeah.
You gotta accept. You gotta embrace everything, man. Why? Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
You get to the point like when you get to the point where most people call me negative, right? They call me negative, right? Why? Because I tell the truth. You got so sensitive with the truth that the truth is negative to you now.
Yeah. Because
I guess that's what they mean by the truth hurts.
Well, that's looking at yourself with the real mirror. That's looking at yourself with the black mirror.
Mm.
Yeah, because when you look at yourself with the black mirror, then the real you, it reflects everything inside of you.
Well, that was one thing that I looked at as a superpower for myself, is that I was completely honest with myself, and I think that was one of the reasons why I'm able to achieve certain levels of understanding, because I'm so totally honest.
Okay, well, that's having a pure heart. And that's by clearing up all the other shit at your bottom chakras.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people don't clear the bottom chakras up. And then when they try to come up to here, they bring in all that shit from down there up here. And you can't do that. And if you try to do that shit up here, that shit is going to get burned away.
Yeah.
And you're going to be left. You're not going to be left with anything up there. Other than the true you. And if you don't know that when you get there, shit, you might have to fall back down and start all over again.
Right.
Or get devoured by something. I don't know. Because then you're up there in the abyss, bringing all this shit down here, up here to the abyss. This is the abyss up here. The abyss is not down here. The abyss is up here.
Mm. Right. The bottomless pit.
Yeah, the abyss is
the endless darkness, the endless nothingness, the endless darkness.
Yeah, it's not down there.
Yeah.
No.
Or what they call a triple stage of darkness.
Yeah, the triple darkness of space. The Ein Sof, or it's the gateway.
Right.
Yeah. And then after that, after the abyss, you have Atzilut, the supernal world. And then you have Adam Catman. And then you have the triple darkness of space. Now, in other cultures, they call it other things. I mean, whatever you call it, you can, as long as you have a concept within and you build from there, I don't think anything can touch you.
Well, the main thing that can hinder your superpowers is fear.
Is what? Fear?
Fear. That will hinder your superpowers.
Oh, Well, fear, you know, shit. That was something that I had to face when I was back in my career as a closer, learning how to become a closer as a commodities broker over the phone. And to do that, I had to become successful. I had to be willing to fail over and over and over and over again and again and again until I started whooping some ass and started closing deals. I had to face fear over and over until it was nothing to me.
That's why it makes you powerful to face your fear.
Yeah. Then when people start telling me no, oh my God, that was the best thing I could hear all day. Because now no means nothing. No means it's time to go to work. This is where I start doing my thing. And the more they say no, shit, the more powerful I became until they know meant nothing. And then the only thing that was left after that was how much.
You know, I literally wrote a song about that. It's called Thank You for Breaking My Heart. I was like,
thank you for breaking.
Yeah. Thank you for breaking it. I'm glad you did that. You learn every time you get your heart broken.
Oh, absolutely.
You learn a powerful lesson about yourself.
Yeah.
Powerful lesson.
Well, that's how love is one of the biggest teachers there is too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the greatest motivators.
People miss the lesson by getting caught up in the emotion of it and not really examining it.
Well, there's supposed to be some power there. I mean, when you find, I guess, if you find that your that soulmate or that flame, that person, that your other God self, the feminine or masculine half, whatever, you know, it's masculine and feminine.
Yeah.
Then you become more defined. Your magic, your energy becomes far more powerful than
you can manifest things better with feminine energy in sync. It's like a complementing force.
Yeah, because without it, you're not hitting on all cylinders.
Right.
You either have it or you're in pursuit of it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And even while in the pursuit of it, you still kind of have it. Is just that, you know, you're trying to make things right so that it can manifest the way that it's supposed to manifest.
Right. All the gods, even all the male gods of ancient time had a Shakti. Right.
Absolutely.
They had a Shakti.
Shit. Even Jesus had a hoe.
Yeah.
Mary Magdalene.
I think Jesus was a pimp, though.
Jesus was a pimp. Yeah. Hey, Jesus had hoes, but the Romans don't want to let you know.
Yeah. Look at how many people he got on his Jews, his pimp Jews right now, man.
Well, he's the biggest pimp there is now. Yeah.
He's a pimp, man.
He's the biggest player, the biggest. They say he's one of the biggest government agents there is.
I don't think Jesus would be beneath a government agent. I think he's is the head. And whenever he come around, he giving orders to motherfuckers.
Yeah, the government.
You know how the government be having top clearances. You got this compartmentalized where you got clearances on top other levels, and he got the top clearance.
Oh shit, he got his own office and everything.
Shit shut down when Jesus come around, nigga. Shit shut down when Jesus come around.
Oh, shit. This is Santa Claus ain't got shit on me.
Oh my God.
I got your mama, I got your daddy, I got your grandmama. Oh, shit.
Right.
Shit, Santa
But
Claus ain't got
have you ever watched that show? I be on them programs go hard. I'm sorry, y'all, but that show, Agents of Shield. Wow, they be going in, bro. I swear to God, you gotta peep this shit out. They be going the fuck in.
I got to get a TV at first. I mean, I've been so.
You can watch that on the internet all day. You gotta get TVs are obsolete.
Okay. Yeah.
TVs are obsolete.
Yeah,
you
they
internet on your phone, everything. You can watch all that shit on your phone.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can do that now. Shit. I remember when I was a kid, man, I couldn't. Do you see this shit on Star Trek? Okay, this was some Captain Kirk shit.
Yeah, right. We couldn't even imagine we would be here now. Like we wouldn't even imagine. We come from rotary phones and shit.
Yeah,
you had to.
This shit was on TV while we was.
You show these kids today a rotary phone, bro. They'll be like, "What the fuck I'm supposed to do with that?"
Yeah, this is Captain Kirk shit. Now that motherfucker flying to outer space with what's his name? Amazon Bowser.
Man, that 5G shit, nigga. That's like basically a quantum computer in your goddamn hand.
Yeah.
You got a quantum computer on your motherfucking hand.
Yeah, the motherfucker on the same frequency as your head too.
Wow.
So that way they can shoot shit from here to here, from here
Listen,
to here.
Man. It's deep, bro. It get deep. It get deep, man. It get deep.
They trying to.
Look, the thing about it is, this is what you have to realize, that they made the word conspiracy theory a hot button to where you dismiss every time somebody says that. You dismiss it.
Yeah.
Right? It's CIA psyop or CIA.
Well, they heavily into mind control. That's their greatest weapon, mind control.
Listen, I think that's the only weapon they have, really.
Yeah.
It's in fear.
Fear, and then their
fear facilitates their mind control, basically.
Yeah, and their commandos, their military commandos.
Right.
Yeah, but our magic, our chaos magic, our dark black magic is far more powerful than their commandos.
They don't want to fuck around, man. They do not want to fuck around.
That volcano that exploded today that sent tsunamis everywhere.
Yeah, they don't want to fuck around. Yeah, they don't want no problem, man.
Yeah.
They don't want no problem.
Yeah, that shit that's going on inside of us being expressed outside of us. Okay. Yeah. Fuck with that. The monster is right here amongst they mist. The real true terrorist is over here. That's what the lockup is all about. Locking down the real true monster over here in America. Yeah. All of this fucking melanin, this dark magic over here.
And we have been through such an alchemic process that our melanin is not the same as melanin of other people and other. That experience it morphed into something else now. It's like
that was the whole process of getting it over here, to go through the Middle Passage, to go through that, so something new can be processed out of it, something that's never been before. We are niggas unlike niggas that ever been. There never been any niggas on the planet like us.
And how do we know this? Because we've seen the rest of the world literally watch what we do here as an indicator of what they should do. We've seen that before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've seen they literally look at what the American brothers and sisters was doing, and that was a blueprint for what the fuck they think they should do. So we have more power than we think right now, and also put it like this: we influence the whole fucking world right now. Us, the ones that everybody look down on and they disrespect, and we are the main influencers today.
Yeah.
Right. It's not now. Okay. Now listen. Now you're getting a lot of people, a lot of culture in Africa getting a little bit of influence too. But guess what? That was filtered through them watching us for years, and now they developed a whole. Exactly, they watched us for years.
They used to look down on us.
Look, they didn't look, and put it like this, man. They wasn't hip. They wasn't hip at first, and no. In the 80s, man, in the 80s, Africa was the backwards ass.
They didn't have no identity. No identity.
Right. They was going through apartheid at the time, and colonization had fucked their ass up, period.
Yeah, so, they had no identity. They were just raw energy.
So what happened was we became the entertainment for the fucking whole world. Everybody was tuned in to America and what was going on in America, bro. The whole world. Listen, the number one programs on a global scale are American programs.
Yeah.
And why am I saying that's part of what I'm saying? Because those programs are heavily influenced by our culture, these subcultures that we create. They watch us first. They watch us to come up with. They're gonna come up with their new movies, their new show. They watch us.
Yeah,
they see what's cool amongst us.
Subculture. Yeah, it's a subculture. It's not a fixed culture or an ancient culture or something. It's a some shit that we just create along the way. And this
we do this all the time. We do this all the time. We create shit, and it's like really we just creators. So it's like we basically gave hip hop to the world. Like, oh, this ain't we created this, huh, y'all? And now, it's overwhelmingly it's overwhelming to them. They're like, what the fuck? They created this guy. Like, we like, y'all gonna have that.
What if we start doing that on a higher level?
Yeah, we're going to start doing it on a higher level. This is why we're facilitating that right now. We're facilitating that consciousness and raising that vibration right on this program, brother.
And the world will follow.
Right. Build it, and they will come.
Because they are watching us.
Right. Yeah. I know. At the end of the day, man, they don't want to fuck with this next level dark magic we be fucking with, bro.
Well, they want to be a part of it. Because they are our children. They are a part of us. They want in. They want in. Yeah. And hey, we love all of you. But your heart's got to be real. Your heart's got to be pure, and you got to do the great works, the work of melanin. The triple darkness of space, and you do the great works, and your heart's pure. The Great Mother will choose you.
Right.
It's not us. It's the Great Mother.
Yeah, it definitely really is.
Yeah,
I'm learning that more and more as I go, bro.
Yeah, I can't put nobody down. I can't
put nobody. What's so cold about my situation, brother, is that I was literally abandoned by all the women in my family, bro. Like like on a level where when I was a kid, I really didn't put it like this. My father don't have nothing but sisters. Right? He don't have nothing but he got one brother. He got one brother. But all the rest of them are sisters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I grew up having all these women around or whatever, and they really didn't embrace me like that.
Oh.
They really didn't embrace me like that. So, and it's crazy because the total opposite happened from what should have happened, because I totally get and embrace the feminine energies that complete me on a level of my experience growing up, coming up, even though it wasn't that much there though. Because my mother wasn't there either. My father raised me.
Me is the opposite. I've been embraced by the feminine energy in my family. I was raised by a single mom.
Right.
She had a partner in her life, but she wore the pants, and she ruled with an iron fist. And I had other women in my family, cousins that were there for me, and my comforters in life. So the feminine principle has always been there for me.
Right.
Because I've always loved the feminine principle. Now, my mom and I, we didn't always get along. We had wars, okay? But there were other feminine other feminine energies in my life that I could go to that were there for me. And then, I had a period, I was married 11 years, and I decided to be a dick and wanted to explore, and caused that marriage to poof. And after that, I learned a whole lot in life. And then I met my match in life. I met a girl that turned my whole fucking life around. I mean, turned my shit out. I mean, I turned her shit out too.
Right.
We were like two fucking monsters that fucking collided. Two very powerful energies that collided, and a lot of sparks flew. I mean, shit. People had to be around us, because if you were around us, it was a party, a big ass party, and that motherfucker could go on for, forever and shit.
Yeah.
And that came to an end. And
was
in the end,
was it something that was destructive type of party?
Yeah.
Like
yeah, it was very destructive. It was very,
I know.
very,
I had an experience like that before.
very
I
destructive.
experienced with a female like that before, where
I was in love.
I love being with her and partying, but it's like it would take me out of my character because I'm more disciplined person.
Well, she was my drug dealer. She was my pusher. The money I was making, I set her up. I was setting her up. Right. Shit. She had so much fucking dope. We had so much fucking, it was just, she was notorious. She was always getting fucking arrested, but they would let her out. And shit, we was just taking that shit to a level that was that regular people don't go to. I was making 50, 60 grand a month as a commodities broker, man. But I was pissed off because of the company prior to that fired me at a time when I had a multi-million-dollar run sheet, to where if they hadn't fucked with me, I would have became one of the most richest motherfuckers on the planet with the worst cocaine habit in the world. Back then, shit, when I was in San Jose, man, I was on the verge of becoming one of the most wealthiest black men in California. And they cut me off at the path by tainting my license at a time where every where my run sheet went from $30,000, $20,000 to $1 million in just a few months. And that motherfucker was getting ready to go to $10 to $100 million. And I was going to be having $1 million months every month, trading options, future options on 30-year treasury bonds, 90-day euro dollars, and 10-year notes during one of the greatest recessions in economic, financial, or redistributions of wealth in history. And all of my clients were on
so
the right.
that recession literally played a part in you being able to gain at the level you were gaining, right? The recession played in it.
As a commodity broker, I was the evil bond man. So I made killings off of recessions. All right. I hated economic booms. I hated when everybody else was laughing, I was crying. When everybody was crying, I was laughing all the way to the
bank. Right. So you was doing that on the level that bankers themselves do it on, like, you know what I'm saying? The bank itself do it on, like, they're trading at that level.
I was leveraged billions of dollars worth of 90-day 90-day euro dollars, one of the biggest interest rate contracts on the planet, US dollars on deposits in banks overseas. It's connected to the LIBOR rate. So this is one of Wall Street's best kept secrets. So I learned this shit during the tech bubble burst. And this was one of the biggest booms back then. If I would have did this shit right then, I could have become a multimillionaire. So I said, when this shit happened again, I'm going to be there. I'm going to have so many clients, and I'm going to be clocking millions every month. And I spent, when that shit in 2006 to 2007, all I did was spent building my run sheet with clients in euro dollars, bought them way out in time. And those motherfuckers just blew up. They would go up, then come down, and then all of a sudden they would just blow up. And then when they blew up, started blowing up, and I was going to start having those $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 months and days and shit, they fired me.
Right.
They fired me because I worked at another company 5 years prior that got shut down for disciplinary reasons that had absolutely nothing to do with me. Okay? And then try to take all my fucking clients and told me don't fuck.
Yeah, it has something to do with you. You shouldn't be excelling. Exactly. They didn't want you to be. You shouldn't have been successful. That's what they were saying. That's why they got that. Oh, that nigga too successful. You know.
Well, that was I know. It was a big ass war, and unfortunately, I had this big gorilla on my shoulder, a drug problem at that time. Because at that time, I could do more drugs than Guns N' Roses because I had the income to afford all that shit. Oh man, I fucked some of the baddest hoes, man. Oh, god damn. I had some of the baddest parties. I mean, this was shit. That lifestyle.
Like a damn rock star.
That lifestyle was so fucking crazy. I thought I was a god. I knew I was a god. I said, I'm a fucking god. Right. I felt sorry for motherfuckers that didn't have that shit together, man. But I got brought down all the way back down to fucking Mars, and below Mars, I fell off of Mars, hit the moon, and landed on the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Lost it all.
You all got to come down from the high, man.
Yeah, lost it completely all. And then at the bottom, it still had a fucking drug problem. I spent $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month on drugs, dude. And so when I come down to the bottom to have that type of fucking habit, got to have it all the time and don't have a dime, shit, something had to give. So I had to go through this shit the hard fucking way because I was used to a certain lifestyle, and I went from that down to nothing and starting all over again. Shit, and have to try to deal.
Are you looking at the chat, bro? Are you looking at? Look at the chat. What the hell is these motherfuckers saying?
My exploratory say I'm a more.
No, I'm talking about beneath that one. They put BORONG. I don't know what the fuck that is. And another one put BIM OMG. OMG.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Whoa, those they're from a different country.
Yeah, I
It's
seen that.
like one of those the Baltic countries, or one like near Russia, or
right. That's what I figured. I figured because that looked like that type of writing. Also,
yeah,
another dude came in. It was another. These like bots probably. These are bots, man. They might be bots, robots.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh well. Oh, they listen
right
to
here.
it.
Look, this because look, it's another one right here, and it seemed like it's from the same country. And they put some bullshit in here. NIOSN site.
Mm.
So yeah, I don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Oh, shit, what the fuck kind of fleas we catching now? Yeah, I see.
Right.
Yeah, I see the.
You got some motherfuckers in here. You got some motherfuckers looking in here. They basically.
Yeah, we got
out from other countries.
Got some motherfuckers. Hey, how you motherfuckers doing? Right. Welcome to the hood.
Right.
Yeah. Well, shit. Our hood is the entire fucking universe. Okay. Triple darkness of space. When you go to sleep, you in our hood. All right. When you dream, you in our hood.
Better believe it.
When you close your eyes, you in our hood.
Yeah. Ain't no way you gonna go in the known universe where you ain't in our hood.
It's like this. I'm the central sun, and you're in my galaxy. You don't fuck with me. I fuck with you. I'm the central sun. You in my galaxy.
Stay dangerous, man. Stay dangerous, y'all. Stay dangerous. Stay dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, you can kill this physical body, but you can't kill the soul inside. Yeah. And you can probably try to fuck with my mind, but there's a part of me that's immutable, that's unchangeable, and has nothing to do with this mind. If this mind go and I forget who I am, that part of me still remains.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be in your genetic memory. It's gonna follow you with your soul. So
yeah,
it's gonna follow in your soul. But yeah, well, let's get this one short, man. I gotta go. I'm sleeping.
Okay, man. All right. Okay.
Peace.
Right.
Peace. Chaos. Man. Peace. Chaos.
Yes. Peace and chaos. We're out.